All I can think of is assistant district attorney, which probably means I read too many crime novels. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have a new thing that I wanted to jump on camera and use for the first time. I got the Orchid You Not palette from ColourPop, and I just got it in the mail. And I am meeting some family for a birthday party celebration dinner thing, and I wanted to wear this. And so I wasn't sure, it's Saturday, and so I wasn't sure when I was going to get this, but I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and do something I never do, which is the rest of my makeup before my eyeshadow. I always do my eyeshadow first, you guys know that, but today, since I wasn't sure when I was going to get it, I just decided to court danger and do my eyeshadow after my face. So I'm just unpackaging this, and ColourPop stuff always comes nicely packaged, if a little over packaged in my opinion, but you know, you don't want broken eyeshadows. So there's the box, and pretty. And I saw, who did I see do this? Was it Karen Harris and Yelica? Now I'm not really sure who I said. Pretty packaging, real pretty. Anyway, I was like, ooh, I think I need that. I wasn't gonna get it, but I did. So, pretty. So that's what it looks like. That's nice. Seems like there's a nice mix of cooler tones, warmer tones. There are, this is a 9-pan palette, and there are 4 shimmers and 5 mattes. So that makes me happy. I could have lived without this one right here, which is kind of a silvery color, and I don't usually wear those, you know, a lot, but maybe I'll put it on my inner corner. We shall see. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes. So this is just the Juvia's Place shade number 1. I could have picked number 2. I like that one as well. And the other day I mixed the two, and it was nice. It was better than either one of them on their own as far as like shade goes. So I'm just blending this out with my little sponge here. I did put on the Lawless Clean AF foundation today, and I like it. I didn't film with it, and I really should have. So I will do that for next week so that you guys can see it. But so far so good, and this will let me do kind of a, maybe not a full like 10-hour wear test, but it will let me do a wear test. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so we're gonna grab some brushes. These are kind of clean. I think I am going to start with the color Rebloom, which is this one right here. Is that what I want to do? I think that's what I want to do. So that is a nice kind of warm purpley color, and I'm gonna put that in my, like in the, start in the middle. You can see what I'm doing. And ooh, that's pretty. I like that. So I'm gonna start there, and probably maybe I'll pick one of these other colors and do like the inside part and just sort of leave this a little bit more focused in the center. That's really nice. Sorry if you can hear some obnoxious noise outside. I don't know, my neighbors are doing something. I don't know what they're doing out there. All right, so let's go into the color Moth, which is this one right here. Not a lot different, but let's go ahead and take that on a different brush. This one's, is this one small enough? Maybe this one's not small enough. Let's take a little bit smaller one. I really do know what I'm doing. I promise I know what I'm doing. Anyway, we're going out to a new, to us, Japanese restaurant, sushi restaurant, and I have hopes for it. I haven't had sushi in a while, so that is sounding pretty good. Could have gone with an even smaller brush. All right, so I'm not seeing a whole lot of difference between these two. This one is maybe just a touch darker. Yeah, just a touch darker. And that's okay. I figured it would be. I like, oh, how do I want to put it? I like darker shadows, brighter shadows on this inner upper crease, if that makes any sense at all. I'd like kind of a, sometimes I'll go back in and add darker on that like inner corner, not the inner corner, but the inner corner. So far, no problems blending. I don't expect this to be a super long video. I'm not doing anything complicated or anything. I'm just building this up in the inner part to add a little bit of depth. Maybe I'll go into ADA. ADA. What does that mean? All I can think of is Assistant District Attorney, which probably means I read too many crime novels. All right, so I'm going to go into the color ADA, and we're going to put that on the outer. Ooh, I love a dark color like that. That is pretty. And I'm going to keep it focused there, and then I'll go in with one of my other brushes and kind of like a little bit more of a round brush and kind of move that around a little bit. But I'm going to try to stay pretty focused on this outer corner, outer region here. That is a beautiful color. Let me grab a mirror and check for fallout. I have some on this side, but not on the other side. We will deal with that in a moment. That is a pretty color. Let's see. Let me see if I can find kind of a floppy brush here and brush that away. Yeah. See, this is why I do my eyes first, because I don't like that. I mean, that means that there's lots of pigment in this eyeshadow, which is nice, but not so nice if you're trying to avoid, you know, coloring places on your face that you don't want to color. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna grab that second brush I used, and I'm just gonna gently go around kind of the edge of that darkest color and move it out a little bit. And then I might go in and see if I can layer over it, just to give that even more depth. Nice. Okay, so for a shimmer, ooh, there's 3 really pretty ones. Let me go ahead and do some swatches for you. All right, so there's the swatches. Seedling is more, which is the middle one here, is a little bit more pink. Of All Purple is a little bit, got kind of a duochrome situation, got a little bit of blue going on there. And Seedling is definitely more of a dark plummy color. So those are all real pretty, but I think I'm going to go with Of All Purple. Not Of All People, but Of All Purple. I think I will spray this because I think that will give me the most bang for my buck and help with any additional fallout that I might have. Seems like it picks up nice on the brush. Spray it here with a little Fix Plus. Actually, let me peel off my mirror thing here. I know some people really enjoy this part. Voila, there you go. All right, so let's go ahead and put this bad boy on my lids. And I am keeping this basically in the center. I'm trying to build it up some. I haven't resprayed or anything like that because it still feels cool, which means I know that it's still damp-ish. That's a really pretty color. Now, is it super unique for my collection? Probably not. These kinds of colors are pretty popular in general, and so I'm sure I have another color like this in my collection somewhere. Okay, that's really pretty. Now, is it like super sparkly, shiny? Not really, but it's more than a satin, but it's not like overly glittery or anything like that. Now, I certainly don't mind some glitter, but I know there's a lot of people that don't like it. And thankfully, there's no pressed glitter in this particular palette because I don't know about you all, but I got plenty of pressed glitters. Let's see. I'm going to go back into ADA, that darkest purple, and I'm just going to put a little bit more on that outer corner. Just build it up and kind of bring it over that duochrome situation that I just put on. That's really nice. A little bit of fallout, not too bad. Let's see. Need a round brush. I don't have it together. Guys, I just don't. And I'm just making sure that's blended. All right, I'm going to pick up a little tiny brush and I'm going to go into Moth, which was the second color that I used on the inside here. And I'm just going to deepen that up just a touch right here in this corner. I'm going to clean that brush off a little bit. Let's go ahead and go into Pretty One, which is that sort of silvery color. And it does have like a little bit of a purple cast to it, but it's like a gray purple, a silvery purple. And let's go ahead and put a little bit of that right there. Let's go ahead and take like a little smudger brush, and I'm going to pick up the color, what is this called? Buddies. And it is this one right here in the corner. I'm going to do that on my lower lash line. So that's nice. I will buff that out here in a second. I just want to connect my lower lash line and my upper lash line. I haven't decided if I'm going to do winged liner or just regular liner. All right, I'm going to go ahead and buff that out just a little bit. This is really pretty. This is probably the most purple palette I have, and I have other purple ones. I've got the purple one from the monochromatic collection. I can't think what it's called right now. I'll try to remember to put the name of it up here, maybe a picture. I've got the Melt She's in Parties palette. Maybe I just wore that the other day. Let me see if I can do like a little bit of a side-by-side comparison, just so you guys can kind of see. So they're not dupes or anything like that, but they're not, you know, I think they'd make actually really nice companion palettes. The ColourPop one is definitely more like bright, I think. This one is a little bit more smoky. I'm going to take my Shot Miss A liquid liner, and I think this is the purple one. The writing on it is so dark that I can't really see it, but it's the one from Shop Miss A. It's the AOA Studio liner. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my liner, do my liner on my eyes and my waterline and mascara and lashes and all that good stuff, and I will come back and I'll show you some swatches and we can do kind of a final assessment of a first impressions, if that makes sense. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm back and I've got the rest of my eye makeup on and some lashes and stuff. I wanted to go ahead and share some swatches of this palette, so I went ahead and did that, and I'm hoping that you can see these pretty well. I'm not good at swatches, so I apologize ahead of time. But these are all really pretty. And I even like this one up here, this sort of silvery purple one here called Pretty One, which I didn't think I was going to like it. And I'm thrilled that there are like three or four of the mattes in here of the five are really dark, and I love that. I love that. So I didn't use quite everything in this palette, but I did use, you know, a fair amount of these colors, and I'm super happy with this. I think this was well worth the $14 or whatever it is, plus shipping that I paid. Sometimes if you catch it just right, you can get like free shipping, or if you use a code, that can save you some money as well. I didn't this time, just because I couldn't be bothered. I couldn't be bothered to go figure out who had a code for ColourPop. But anyway, it doesn't matter. There's lots of people out there who do have a code. I'm thrilled with this. I really am. I'm thrilled with the colors in it, and the fact that it's a really nice dark palette. There's no, like, for me, there are no throwaway pastels or anything like that. That's just not, you know, and I've got lots of like rosy colors, light pinks, things like that in my collection if I felt like I needed something like that for a transition shade, or something to put, you know, under my eyes or something. I don't know, anything like that. I've got it. You've probably got it too. But this is definitely a favorite. I mean, I've only used it the one time, and I don't know exactly how much like variety I'll get out of it, but just having some additional dark, rich, bright, for lack of a better word, colors in my collection, I appreciate. So yeah, I absolutely, at least so far, not having worn this for more than half an hour, I can recommend the Orchid You Not. That the formula seems really nice and pigmented and rich and everything, and I didn't have any problems blending it at all. So, you know, that's a win in my book. I think I'm going to leave it there for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for my little impromptu get ready with me kind of situation for this new palette from ColourPop. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of content, if you like ColourPop shadows, if you just like to hear me yammer on about stuff. Give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It helps me out, lets me know what you like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And until my next video, bye guys.